influential science fiction films in Hollywood history. And The Day the Earth Stood Still started the cycle of sci-fi in the 50s.
It's been called the sci-fi film that warned humanity about its own destruction. The Day the Earth Stood Still didn't just entertain audiences, it delivered a chilling prophecy about nuclear annihilation, wrapped in the story of an alien visitor offering salvation to a planet bent on self-destruction. This tale of cosmic intervention, Cold War paranoia, and humanity's last chance for peace combined groundbreaking filmmaking with urgent social commentary. Today, we're stepping aboard that silver saucer as it lands in Washington, D.C., to uncover the classified secrets behind the film that dared to tell Earth its days were numbered. The script that Hollywood almost rejected. The Day the Earth Stood Still emerged from producer Julian Blaustein's determination to create serious science fiction that addressed contemporary nuclear fears rather than simple monster movie thrills. What most fans don't realize is that major studios initially rejected the project, viewing its anti-war themes and criticism of military aggression as commercially risky and politically dangerous. Edmund North's screenplay adaptation of Harry Bates's short story, Farewell to the Master, deliberately transformed pulp fiction into sophisticated allegory about humanity's self-destructive tendencies. Studio executives worried that audiences wouldn't accept a science fiction film that questioned American military policy and nuclear weapons development during the height of Cold War tensions. The decision to make Klaatu a Christ-like figure offering salvation to humanity created additional controversy, with religious groups and studio marketing departments expressing concerns about blasphemous implications. North's genius lay in embedding profound theological and political themes within accessible entertainment that could reach mainstream audiences while delivering urgent warnings about nuclear warfare's existential threat to human civilization. Michael Rennie, the alien who became more human than humans. Michael Rennie's casting as Klaatu represented a stroke of genius that transformed what could have been typical B-movie alien invasion into sophisticated character study about advanced intelligence observing primitive human behavior. His theatrical background provided the dignity and gravitas necessary to make Klaatu's moral superiority feel authentic rather than condescending. The cast has revealed that Rennie approached Klaatu as a being genuinely saddened by humanity's inability to transcend its violent instincts, playing scenes with quiet disappointment rather than alien coldness. His British accent enhanced the character's otherworldly nature, while suggesting the cultured sophistication of advanced civilization.
No, I'm afraid not.
Rennie's performance emphasized Klaatu's growing understanding of human complexity, the capacity for both cruelty and kindness that made Earth's species worth saving despite their destructive tendencies. His subtle emotional reactions to human behavior created a character who felt genuinely alien while remaining recognizably compassionate, making audiences question their own civilization through his eyes. Patricia Neal, the woman who saw beyond fear. Patricia Neal's Helen Benson broke significant ground for 1950s science fiction by creating a female character whose intelligence and moral courage drove the narrative rather than simply supporting male heroics. Her portrayal challenged typical genre conventions that relegated women to screaming victims or romantic decoration within adventure stories. The cast has revealed that Neal approached Helen as a woman capable of recognizing truth, despite social pressure to conform to fearful majority opinion.
Well, he has his homework to keep him occupied.
Her character's evolution from suspicious neighbor to Klaatu's earthly advocate demonstrated how individual understanding could transcend collective paranoia and prejudice. Neal's performance emphasized Helen's maternal instincts, extending beyond protecting her son to embracing humanity's potential for growth and redemption. Her scenes with Rennie created genuine chemistry that suggested intellectual and spiritual connection rather than mere romantic attraction, making their relationship feel meaningful within the film's larger themes about communication across differences. What most viewers don't realize is that Helen's decision to trust Klaatu represented the film's central hope, that individual humans possess the wisdom to choose peace over destruction when presented with clear alternatives. Gort, the robot that terrified a generation lock. Martin's physical performance as Gort created cinema's most intimidating robot through a combination of imposing stature and minimal movement that suggested vast power held in careful restraint. What most fans don't realize is that Martin, standing over 7 feet tall, could barely see through the costume's limited vision slots, making his precise movements even more remarkable. The robot's design deliberately avoided anthropomorphic features that might make him seem friendly or relatable, instead creating a figure that embodied pure mechanical power serving higher intelligence. His seamless metallic surface and featureless face suggested technology beyond human understanding or control. The cast has revealed that working with Gort required careful choreography and safety measures, as Martin's costume limited his mobility and awareness, while the special effects created additional hazards during filming. His imposing presence elevated every scene through the suggestion that ultimate power remained constantly available but carefully controlled. Gort's famous death ray sequences demonstrated how advanced technology could easily destroy human military forces, making the robot a physical manifestation of the film's central warning about nuclear weapons and the need for international cooperation to prevent mutual annihilation. Robert Wise's direction, turning B-movie into art. Robert Wise elevated the day the Earth stood still above typical science fiction B-movies through directorial choices that emphasized documentary realism and psychological authenticity, rather than sensational spectacle. His approach treated the fantastic premise as serious drama requiring careful attention to character development and social commentary. The decision to film in actual Washington, D.C. locations rather than studio sets grounded the story in recognizable reality, making Klaatu's visit feel like genuine news event rather than obvious fiction. Wise's use of real government buildings and monuments enhanced the film's credibility while emphasizing its political themes. The cast has revealed that Wise encouraged naturalistic performances that avoided typical science fiction acting conventions, creating characters who responded to extraordinary circumstances with believable human psychology rather than melodramatic overreaction. His direction maintained consistent tone that balanced entertainment with serious social commentary. Wise's visual composition emphasized the contrast between human chaos and Klaatu's calm certainty, using camera angles and staging to show how advanced perspective could illuminate humanity's self-destructive patterns, while suggesting possibilities for peaceful evolution. The special effects that created an alien world. Fred Serson's visual effects work for the day. The Earth Stood Still achieved remarkable sophistication through innovative techniques that prioritize believability over spectacular display. The flying saucer's design became an icon of science fiction cinema through elegant simplicity that suggested advanced technology without overwhelming the story's human elements. The spaceship's landing sequence combined practical effects with optical photography to create seamless integration between the fantastic craft and real Washington, D.C. locations. What most viewers don't realize is that many effects were achieved through careful miniature work and matte paintings that required precise coordination with live-action filming. Gort's death ray effects utilized innovative animation techniques that created the distinctive disintegration beam, establishing visual language for alien technology that influenced countless subsequent science fiction films. The effects team understood that restraint and precision served the story better than elaborate spectacle. The cast has revealed that working with these effects required imagination and precise timing, as many sequences involved reacting to elements that would be added during post-production. The seamless integration of practical and optical effects created a believable world where alien technology felt genuinely otherworldly, yet functionally practical. Bernard Herrmann's otherworldly score. Bernard Herrmann's revolutionary electronic score for The Day, The Earth Stood Still created the sonic template for science fiction cinema through innovative use of unusual instruments, including theremin, electric violin, and electronic organ that produce genuinely alien musical textures never heard in previous films. The cast has revealed that Herrmann's music became essential to their performances, with the otherworldly sounds helping actors understand the emotional tone and supernatural atmosphere that their characters were experiencing. His compositions suggested both wonder and menace, perfectly matching the film's ambiguous portrayal of alien intervention. What most fans don't realize is that Herrmann avoided traditional orchestral instruments almost entirely, creating a completely electronic soundscape that reinforced the story's themes about advanced technology and otherworldly intelligence. His approach influenced decades of subsequent science fiction film scoring. The integration of music with Gort's movements and the spaceship's operations created sonic signatures that made alien technology feel genuinely functional rather than merely decorative, establishing audio-visual relationships that enhance the story's credibility while maintaining its sense of mystery and power. Hidden religious allegory. Klaatu as Space Christ. The Day the Earth Stood Still embedded profound Christian symbolism within its science fiction narrative, creating a story where Klaatu's mission paralleled Christ's earthly ministry through themes of salvation, sacrifice, and humanity's rejection of divine intervention. What most viewers don't consciously recognize is how deliberately the screenplay structured Klaatu's journey as passion play. The cast has revealed that they understood the religious implications of their characters' responses to Klaatu's message, with human fear and violence representing humanity's tendency to destroy what it doesn't understand, even when offered redemption and peace. Klaatu's death and resurrection provided the story's climactic revelation about the consequences of rejecting peaceful alternatives to destructive competition. His temporary return from death demonstrated advanced technology's power while suggesting that salvation remained available to species willing to abandon violent behavior. The film's genius lay in using science fiction elements to explore religious themes without requiring specific theological beliefs, creating universal spiritual allegory about humanity's need for moral evolution that could resonate with diverse audiences while delivering urgent warnings about nuclear age dangers. Cold War paranoia. The nuclear warning. The Day the Earth Stood Still served as sophisticated commentary on Cold War nuclear tensions through its portrayal of humanity's inability to cooperate even when faced with existential threats that required international unity, rather than competitive nationalism. The film's anti-nuclear message challenged prevailing military policies during the height of atomic weapons development. The cast has revealed that they understood their characters as representatives of different human responses to unprecedented danger: fear, aggression, wisdom, and the rare capacity for trust and cooperation that might enable species survival in the nuclear age. What most fans don't realize is that the film's criticism of military incompetence and government secrecy directly challenged contemporary American foreign policy, suggesting that nuclear weapons created dangers far greater than any external enemy threat. This message was revolutionary for mainstream entertainment during McCarthyist political climate. The legacy that changed science fiction forever. The Day the Earth Stood Still transformed science fiction cinema from B-movie monster shows into sophisticated vehicles for serious social commentary, proving that genre entertainment could address contemporary issues while maintaining broad audience appeal through compelling characters and innovative filmmaking techniques. The cast has revealed that they initially had no sense of the film's potential cultural impact, viewing it as an unusual but commercially risky project that might appeal to limited audiences interested in both science fiction and political commentary, rather than mainstream entertainment. What most fans don't realize is that the film's influence extends far beyond science fiction into broader discussions about nuclear policy, international relations, and humanity's capacity for moral evolution when confronted with technological capabilities that could destroy civilization itself. The movie's template, benevolent aliens offering humanity a choice between peace and destruction, became the foundation for countless subsequent films, while establishing science fiction's potential for exploring philosophical and political themes that remain urgently relevant to contemporary global challenges and technological developments. The Day the Earth Stood Still endures as a science fiction masterpiece because it combined innovative filmmaking with timeless themes about humanity's capacity for both destruction and redemption. The cast's committed performances, Robert Wise's thoughtful direction, and groundbreaking technical achievements created a film that entertained while delivering urgent warnings about nuclear-age dangers that remain chillingly relevant. Can humanity evolve beyond its violent instincts when survival depends on cooperation? Do we possess the wisdom to choose peace when faced with ultimate consequences? What would it take for our species to join a galactic community based on mutual respect rather than fear? The Day the Earth Stood Still proved that movies could change minds while entertaining audiences. Subscribe for more analysis that uncovers the hidden depths behind cinema's most important warnings, and remember Klaatu's final words: "The choice between peace and destruction remains entirely in human hands."